All right, so we came up past the Bob Quay Bridge, and then we went to the. Ted's just crossing right between the logs right now. He's headed home on his own. But we went up to the first footbridge, the little tiny one. I started pulling logs out of the river that were kind of blocking it up and getting ready to wash it out again. That was enough for Ted. Ted didn't want anything to do with trail maintenance today. He just wants to head back home. Because this morning, it is 25 degrees, which kind of sucked. It's supposed to be 80 later this week, although it's not 80 this morning. Yeah. So Ted's on his way home. So the Bob Quay Bridge is in front of us. I think it's probably about a mile up, mile back. I don't know. Not too far. We didn't stray that far from home, but this is definitely not Ted's average hike of just going up to the end of our pasture and turning around and heading home. I have to kind of keep an eye on him these days because Ted can only hear out of one ear. So if he hears like a yell or something, I'm not sure which ear he's hearing it out of. I think his right ear's okay. But when he hears it, he ends up going in directions that aren't necessarily where I'd expect him to go in. So I've stopped yelling at him now. And now I just try and hope to make eye contact with the little fella. Yeah, he can't hear, I can't speak. So here I am standing in the center of the Bob Quay Bridge. I was kind of hoping Ted would come back so I could get a picture of him on the bridge, but where is he? There he is. Man's on a mission. He's headed home. So much for man's best friend. Buddy Rowe, how you doing? I'm saying that for me, not for him. He can't hear me. All right, so this spot right here is where I ended up picking him up one year and putting him into my jacket, and he's got his thing on because a few years back he walked through the river and practically froze himself. I'll put a link to that video in here. That was the only time I'd ever had a hike with Ted, and I got worried because what Ted ended up doing is he ran across the river. I forget, I think it was like 11 degrees or something. It was really cold. There was ice all over the place except for the one spot in the river that he ran across while he was wearing a sweater. So I had to stuff him inside of my zoot suit and basically save his furry little life. And did I get any hero worship from him for saving his furry little life? No, absolutely not. He was mad because I picked him up and stuffed him in my jacket. The man wanted to be on the ground because he could make better time on his own than if he was riding with me. That's how Yorkies roll. So if you're gonna get a Yorkie, just be prepared to have a dog that really sees you as a nuisance. All right, he's waiting at the crossroads. This is how I can tell he's feeling better. Even though it's 25 degrees, that seems to be his sweet spot because he wasn't sure which direction I was gonna go in. He was ready to go for the walk again. Let's see, my sign's still holding up pretty good. He also had the puppy cut. We do that when we first start out hiking in the woods again, because when tick season first starts, it's a lot easier to spot this stuff on him now with the shorter hair. You can just run your hand through his fur, and that will tell you whether or not he's got a tick on him. I'll have to get this. I'll bring my chainsaw out and cut this out of the way. So anything that's over the trail, I'll cut. We don't need that. Okay, is he gonna take his bridge? Yes, he did. Nice. Normally, he just runs through the river instead of taking the bridge that I painstakingly built for him. I usually can't catch that on camera because he's elusive. Like Bigfoot. Got him that time. So this is the bridge I built specifically for my dog. Might be a little bit of overkill for a Yorkie. But yeah, Nothing but the best for Ted. All right, so we're almost back home. When I get inside the house and I give him a cookie, that's when he'll actually, that's when he'll come close to me, and then I'll get to pet him on the head. But he won't like it. Just a second, buddy. Turn the lights on here. Whoops, that's not the light I wanted. My glasses are totally dark, so I can't see anything. All right. Not the crappy treats. We're gonna give him a greenie this time. All right. High five. Yeah. Close enough. And that was that. Okay. And also, I didn't even walk over here yet, but I know I'm gonna get blamed for this. I'll bet you Mary put her boots on right over here and then headed out. The telltale signs. Boop. So yes, Mary, if you're watching this video, I'm gonna pick this up and it'll be gone. But just know that you did this. It wasn't me, and it certainly wasn't Ted, because he doesn't have boot treads. Was it? Yeah, you come inspect this.
Nope, not mine.
All right, so post-walk, this is our little ritual. Ted's gonna wash his feet, and then he'll take a little bit of a nap, and then we'll go out and do some stuff later.